Every year, around 30 million people visit Venice. They pack the bridges, fill St. Mark's Square, and pay hundreds of euros to sleep in palaces on the water. It is one of the most photographed square kilometers on the planet. But take a small boat south from the crowds, and in about 20 minutes the noise disappears. Ahead of you rises a green island with a crumbling bell tower, ringed by brick walls sinking into the lagoon. No ferry stops here, no tour is allowed to land. Venetian fishermen quietly steer around its waters, and the few boatmen who agree to pass close will not tie their ropes to its docks. This is Poveglia. It sits within sight of the world's most visited city, and yet it has been sealed shut for over half a century. Not because of ghosts. The real reasons are written in its soil. Poveglia is tiny, 3 small patches of land stitched together by bridges, barely 7 hectares in total, guarded by a strange octagonal fortress built when Venice was still an empire at war. From the Lido beaches, tourists can see its bell tower across the water without ever learning its name. For most of history, this was just another lagoon island. Vineyards, salt pans, a small church, a few hundred residents. Then, one piece at a time, Venice began using Poveglia for the work it wanted to keep away from its own streets. Because that is the hidden function of a lagoon. The beautiful islands face the city. The convenient ones hold its secrets. And no island in the lagoon was more convenient than this one. Venice invented quarantine. The word itself comes from 40 giorni, the 40 days that arriving ships had to wait before entering the city. In 1793, plague broke out on 2 ships in the lagoon, and Poveglia was turned into a permanent quarantine station. For the next 20 years, every suspicious ship, every feverish sailor, every bale of cargo that might carry death stopped here first. Many never left. The sick were buried in mass graves across the island, layer upon layer, generation after generation. Nobody knows the true number. Local records speak of tens of thousands, and the darkest estimates go far higher. To this day, Venetians repeat the same unsettling claim about Poveglia. Dig anywhere on the island, they say, and the soil itself remembers what happened there. You might expect the story to end with the plague. Instead, in 1922, workers renovated the old quarantine buildings and opened something new, a hospital. Officially, it housed elderly patients and people with mental illness, shipped across the water from Venice. In practice, it was a place where the city sent those it preferred not to see to an island already famous for its graves. Former staff described isolation, overcrowding, and treatments that would horrify modern doctors. Legends grew in the wards, including the famous tale of a doctor and the bell tower, a story nobody has ever proven. What is documented is simpler and sadder. The hospital ran for almost 50 years, closed in 1968, and when the last boat left, everything stayed behind. Beds, records, furniture. The island was simply locked. Since then, Poveglia has belonged to the Italian state, and the state has no idea what to do with it. The buildings are collapsing. Roofs have fallen in, floors are unsafe, and trees grow through hospital walls. Landing is forbidden without a permit, and trespassers face fines. Then, in 2014, Italy tried to solve the problem with money. The island was put up for auction on a 99-year lease. A Venetian businessman won with a bid of about €500,000, planning a restoration. The deal collapsed. Meanwhile, thousands of ordinary Venetians did something remarkable. They crowdfunded their own bid, €500,000 raised in small donations, to buy Poveglia back for the people of Venice. The state said no to them too. The island that nobody can use is, apparently, still too valuable to give away. So Poveglia remains exactly as it is. A sealed island in the middle of the busiest lagoon in Europe, slowly being taken apart by salt, roots, and time. There is something honest about that. Venice built its glory facing the world, and it built Poveglia to absorb everything the glory could not survive. The quarantines that saved the city, the patients it wanted forgotten, the graves it never counted. Every great city has a place like this. Most are just better at hiding them. The door to this one has been locked for 50 years, and Italy shows no sign of opening it. This channel exists to open doors like that one, at least on screen, so tell me in the comments. Which sealed place should I unlock next? The best suggestion becomes a future episode. and you will want to be subscribed when it does.